Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
What up? Big Herc 916, getting down with another Prison Talk. Now, I spoke on Ghislaine Maxwell previously on this channel about her arrest, her association with Jeffrey Epstein, who committed suicide, and now we're looking at her getting ready for sentencing, and they're saying she's on suicide watch. But before she so-called went into suicide watch, they say that she was targeted by 2 inmates after being moved to general population. According to Globe, Maxwell has just been moved to general population when the attack happened. It started after 2 inmates stabbed her. Even though the prison was packed with guards on duty, no one saw the incident other than Maxwell's prison mates. They say that, let me see if I can get the full story for you guys here. Just before lights out one evening, Ghislaine's cellmate wasn't there, and the 2 bigger, heavy-set women jumped her. One grabbed her from behind and clamped her hands over her mouth, muzzling her, while the other stabbed at her side with a shank knife. But Ghislaine was stronger than they realized and withered and thrashed, knocking the makeshift knife out of the attacker's hand, the source said. Maxwell's jailmate saw the incident unfold toward the end while the 2 women were kneeling and pinning her down to the floor. She was the one who called for help, and that was the only time the guards on duty found out about what happened. Following the incident, Jeffrey Epstein's former madam reportedly cried uncontrollably for days. She's also detailed the alleged incident in a police report, but sources are convinced that the guards didn't file it. According to Paul Hubel, a former Chicago cop, Maxwell is a target among other prisoners because she's a high-profile individual with ties to the different U.S. presidents, as well as Prince Andrew. And the fact that she was in prison for allegedly hiring young girls to be molested by Epstein didn't help. So Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison right now, facing the blues, not only because she has information on all these people, most likely with some ledger somewhere hidden. These other women in prison also want to get at her because she's a celebrity, quote unquote, because of her media exposure. And if they're doing a bunch of time, they don't mind putting in the work. So we'll see exactly how this all unfolds here when it comes time for sentencing. She's looking at facing possibly 30 years, and she's trying to get that time reduced. Now, they keep talking about whether or not she's going to release the names. You know, names still haven't been released. There was a lot of things that didn't come out during the trial, and this whole human trafficking thing, none of it has really been covered like you would expect it to be covered, because they're using all these other distractions, which is, you know, what's typical, because who owns the media? A lot of the people who are on the list. They're covering their tracks, man. And the quickest way to make all this go away is to get rid of her. So if she makes it to sentencing, and if she makes it in prison a year, it will be quite amazing, because the things that she has information about can turn a lot of people's lives upside down, and they're still trying to put a lid on that per se. So, yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell, somebody, two women attempted to take her out the game, and now they said she's on suicide watch. Well, let's see if the cameras are going to be working this time. You guys tell me what you think. Leave a comment, subscribe, share the channel. Big Herc 916.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.
Go. Hey, what does your shirt say?
Cancel culture.
Why is it crossed out?
Because over at Fresh Out, we ain't with that bullshit. Pick you up a shirt at FreshOutSeries.com. I'm Big Herc, and I have over a decade of experience in the prison system. Yeah, I've done a lot of time, made a lot of stupid mistakes, but that's why I'm here with you today, educating you on the Mastermind program by Fresh Out. See, they don't give you a manual when you go to jail on how to survive. They don't tell you how to go take a shower, where to sit at when you go to chow, what to do when you have mail call, how to handle your commissary. So we cover that and a multitude of other topics that are very important, because if you do the wrong thing, you can get your damn wig split. We have over 100 million views as of date on our YouTube channel, but we've put and condensed all this knowledge into this Mastermind program so that you can provide your client with a winning chance. Do yourself a favor and your client a favor and sign them up for our program, so they don't have to get their wig split and they can make it out alive.